Well, hello there everyone, welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. My name is Emily. Today we are doing the age-old question, Red 4 versus Blue 4. We've got a NATO surface action group versus the massed Black Sea Fleet. The Black Sea Fleet is as per the last attempt at this video, except I've replaced the Rapukas with Samuel Chasers. Reason for that is the Rapuka class ships do not actually have a damage model in DCS at present. And the NATO fleet is much larger and changed. I've bunched the formation a little bit more to give them better arcs of fire. I'll do it like that, and then yeah, we'll just do it like that. There you go. Just to give them better arcs of fire, and then yeah, we've got the supply ship hiding at the back. You also now got the Type 45 destroyer at the front. This is a much more capable version than what we had last time. Last time we had basically a slightly shitter Arleigh, but now we've got the correct number of naval strike missiles and our VLS with our Aster 15 and Aster 30 shots. So, yep, and then Red 4, like I said, they're unchanged. I've also included AWACS, so they've got an E3 for Blue 4 and a A50 for Red 4. This should give them the ability to target over the horizon, so we should see some shots fired fairly early into the conflict. Let's do it. Okay, so here are your two AWACS. You've got your A50 mainstay and your NATO E3. I'm going to take the chance to quickly turn desktop audio down. Ooh, he is thinking power. He's just sitting here. Right, that's fine. Let's review our fleets, the massed fleets of the Red 4 and Blue 4. So Red 4, we've got the Kastanov class, Nostroshimi, Rapuka. So I've left one Rapuka in because, two Rapukas in because there are a certain number of them. I think basically this one may have a damage model. I ain't sure. Okay, I've left more Rapukas in than I thought. I've put some Samuel Chases in. So basically, if we lose a Samuel Chase, we're going to write the Rapukas off. We've got our Grisha class corvettes, and we've got our fast attack craft. So these are your basically Predator ships. These, as you can see, do have anti-ship missiles on the roof there. So obviously ignore the Iranian flag, they're clearly Russian ships today, but yeah. This is your Karakurt anti-ship fit. So the Karakurt's not got much up there, as you can see. It's just got the 8 VLS cells. Same with the other Karakurt. And you've got your Molnir, which these 20 years ago terrifying. Now basically you can see the launchers there. They are massive Sunburn missiles that basically are carrier killers, but they're massive missiles. You can see it's already got the blast deflectors there. That interestingly, after the missiles launch, get like a little black like thingy, like carbon starting on them, which is quite cool. A couple more Molnirs, a couple more Grishas. Then you've got the supply ship, the Handy Wind, which is churning away that at 14 knots. Let's look at Blue 4. So on this ship, you've got a lot. You've got your machine gunners, you've got your main deck gun, you've got your VLS, you've got your naval strike missiles, you've got 50mm Bushmaster, another machine gunner, a minigun. So you've got machine gunner on the bridge wing, Bushmaster behind, minigun behind. Minigun below the bridge wing. You can barely see him there, cons zoom in on him sadly. You've got your Bushmaster behind that. You've got your CIWS behind that. So interestingly, we're setting a head on, so CWIS will have limited usage today because it won't be able to get angles. Then you've got the machine gunners at the back, and you've got the Union Jack flailing in the breeze. It's HMS Defender, as you can see. So we've got Type 45. Sorry, not Type 45. Arleigh Burke. This one's only ship myself it. So the main weapons on this are the deck gun, the VLS cells. This is VLS cell central as this ship. This one will have some SAM capacity, but is mainly an anti-ship ship. So basically, the ships can't see each other yet. Let's just fast forward slightly. We'll do it like this. So we've got that. You got more oligarchs. Tycho Daroga is basically just massive VLS cells with some machine guns. Another Ticonderoga. You got the Visby, which is I put it in purely as a I don't know. It's a current hill mod. Visby. It's a current hill mod, and I thought actually it'll be interesting just to see the dynamic of low observability in this kind of warfare. You've got you've got no deck gun. You've got some machine gunners who are, let's be honest, aren't going to do anything, and 6 VLS cells. So not a massive amount of weapons, but just an interesting dynamic to see how this affects things. You've got the Oak Hill, which is landing ship dock. So this is basically I think it's Albion is the British version of this. So on the back, you've got a hole that you can put. Well, that's got an LCAC in it, but you can put landing craft in there. So LCAC is landing craft air cushioned. But yeah, that's got an LCAC in there. Now you've got that. You've got obviously a minigun on the front there, which actually did engage things towards the end of the last attempt at this. Some boats. It's so big it's got its own boats that are like the ships. The boats these things have got are respectively sized boats. You know what I mean? They're not little dinghies. So it just shows how big this is. It's basically not a supply ship. Well, this is sort of really not really a combatant ship. It is, but yeah, so for rules of war purposes, it is. But for purposes of actually fighting anyone, it's not going to do much. Then you've got the MV Tilde, which is basically a take on the Tide Surge style supply ships that the RFA use. Yeah. And then at the back, we've got Oliver has a Perry that the Spanish have lent us for today. He's ready to go. He's got his missile all staged up there. So, yeah. It's going to be an interesting little scenario. Like I say, I think it's going to be another NATO victory, but I've been surprised before. So let's have a look. What are we looking like? F10 view. Press Control Z a couple of times to increase, get the rings over each other. So you can see the AWACSs are still airborne running their racetracks. Now, I've had to put the A50 a lot further back from the front line than I have the E3. Two reasons for that. One, the E3 is actually on the very fringes of the map. And two, the NATO air defences have a longer range than the ships we have in the fleet here at the moment, in the Black Sea Fleet at present. If you think with the Black Sea Fleet, they are probably within S400 range at all times. So, they wouldn't normally have to worry about air defense as much. But yeah, today, obviously they do, because we're simulating a large, fleet engagement. So, we'll just go to 200 times. I've also stuck the A50 on a much longer racetrack pattern, but I think it's going to work out actually. No. Okay, so we're on the outer fringes now of engagement range. Nope, I didn't actually press that. Sorry about that. So currently running the simulation 60 times fast forward. So what 1 second here is 1 minute in reality. Now, as far as I'm aware, the AWACS will share like naval targets, but it won't share. So it won't share like missile launchers and stuff. I'm not sure I quite can see those. So it looks like they're going to just wait until they get much closer to shoot, which is fair enough, I guess. Potentially as well, I mean, NATO AWACS is closest at a range of 255 nautical miles. That is on the fringes of what AWACS can see now. You never know, we may see something. I think we may end up in a situation of SM6 anti-ship launchers being min-ranged. So you end up with not actually getting the shots that you want. And he's about the same, 270. 15 miles at these sorts of size of engagement. For all intents and purposes, it's less than 10%. We've now got frontals are at 42 miles. So the fleets have now sighted each other. I'm just waiting for the first launch. Come on, lads. I've not got much to talk about now. Oh, missiles away, missiles away, missiles away. Okay. Got an NSMs. Ooh, what do I watch? We've got SM6 launch. SM6 is raining hell. Got Hermes K's already out. Wow. So, naval strike missiles, I probably think have got the best chance. However, they're at 19 feet off the deck. So actually, I think this will be so the NSMs I think got the best chance of getting through. So I'll ride an NSM. Look at that! I'm losing frames. Just got little pinpricks in the sky around us for cons. I'm just going to fast forward as I close as the ships. Whoa! We've got smoke plumes. So we got the first Kastanov is Amber Health already. And that's what we're going to go and punch. Oh, we got kills. Damn, Hermes K got us, I think that'll be. So let's just keep watching in F10 view. Nothing's getting anywhere near the blue 4 ships. Like the Karaka, I don't think has managed to launch an offensive missile shot yet. Hermes K's away. NSMs have now got 2. That's inefficient. So they're putting 2 missiles in the air after NSMs now. You notice as well, NM6, this is basically an SA-10. Or an SA-11, so like basically the next up from the SA-10, sorry. But they are wasting missiles. You got Ticonderoga is just pumping RGM-84s out, which is fine. RGM-84 at this point probably not going to score a hit, but is definitely going to suck up those air defense missiles. Wait. SM6. Oh god. Whoa. So, at this stage, Blue 4 have not fired, as far as I am aware, a single air defense missile. Whereas, obviously SM6 is in theory an air defense missile, but for purposes of the game it isn't. So the SM6 is Standard Missile 6. This is basically a very expensive SAM that they've tweaked to use an anti-ship missile / land attack missile until the new Tomahawks and LRASM come online. We're hitting something, boys. We are hitting something. Oh, no, we're not. We're getting plucked out the sky. But look at that. Whoa, I'm just going to watch from the ship's perspective. Wow. Look at that. Splat, boom. Well, look at that. Missiles are in the air. He's still pumping missiles out. He's basically dead, but missiles are still coming out the ship. NM100s. I'm not sure what they are, but they'll be probably the closer range defences. He's punching those out, slapping those NSMs out the sky. So he's launching 2 for every missile, so he's having to launch more missiles to guarantee that kill. that means he's wasting missiles. Arguably, that next SM6 will probably knock him out, but it just means when we come in for guns, that's all we need, you know? So this should be a very interesting little sortie. So look at that, the front line basically dissolved. We've lost 2 Karakurts, and yeah, we've lost quite a bit in the way of ships. Yeah, this Kastanov is dead, so he's just going to stop and then he'll sink out. Now, until he sinks, he will suck up missiles. He's still a radar contact. The friendlies do not know that he is dead. Well, so the missiles do not know he is dead. I don't think he'll be targeted anymore. There you go. Grisha's just got hit by an SM6. Grisha is bare. Ooh, Hermes K's out from a Karakurt. Hermes K, this is basically a Panzer. It's going for something. What's it going for? We're trying to slap it. Wait, what altitude are they at? They're like on the deck. I think it's just trying to go for that SM6 about self-destruct. Ooh, stuff to watch, guys. There's stuff to watch. So this, remember, this is your conventional missile. So yeah, you can see it's just targeting a ship that's just sunk. So therefore, that's a wasted missile, but it's just the nature of the beast. Right. Whew. So, I mean, this Karakurt's having a bad day. So his Hermes is launching. Looks like it's got most of its rounds left. He's smoking from the thing. So again, so targeting of warships, damage models on warships are very limited and restricted. What do I mean by that? So this is basically just operating on a hit point system. So for example, at the moment, his radar's literally on fire. There's no way. Oh wow, he's firing on something. What's he firing on? He's facing 045. He's shooting off his ship. There's nothing over there, mate. He's on crack. Cool, I guess. So we've got our AWACS are still airborne. Whew. So for some reason the Russian force was stopped. Type 45s are sailing ahead. Yep, everyone else. So blue 4 sailing, red 4 stopped. They do this and I don't know why. They've done this and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because there's been that much loss to them. But now all the missiles have been expended. So it's going to be a gunfight. Nostroshimi sailing forward. Nostroshimi, to be honest, probably the most capable Russian ship at the front of the pack. If I was the Admiral, I'd move this Karakurt forward. This Karakurt could be a sting in the tail for NATO forces. I think what we will see is pretty much annihilation of the Russian fleet at this point. Everyone's expended their missiles, as far as I can tell. So what we're waiting for now is just those ranks to close up. So we'll go to. Yeah, what I would do now is I'd have the Corvette, the Karakurt, just come thrashing up the middle of the fleet. Oh, they're sailing northbound now, are they? I've not told them to do this. This is what the Russians think they should do. So they are lateral to the NATO fleet now. They're crossing the enemy's T in theory. However, this does not apply with a modern fleet. So, what's crossing the enemy's T? You look like this. The enemy looks like this. In theory, it means you can give them a broadside. But okay, this guy can probably do with a broadside, but still, you know, Dushka machine guns aren't going to do that much. None of these ships have got primary weapons thingied as their guns. So what we'll do is we're just going to open the pass forward up. And, oh, no, they've literally just gone north by a few hundred yards, and then they're re-attacking. SM6s are back in the air now. So we're now launching SM6 anti-ship shots. So just the whole simulation grant will halt for a moment there, which is fine, I guess. So yeah, that is a dead Rapuka, but I managed to miss one of the damage models. I'm sorry, he's going to suck some missiles up. It's fine. We'll just use that to account for, I don't know, some dodgy missiles or something, I guess. So, he's sucking them all up. So they are deeming him to be the next biggest threat. Right, stand by. Alrighty folks, so roughly back to where we were before. What I've done is replace the Rapuka with a Samuel Chase, therefore it's now sinkable. And I've just replaced all of them with chasers. For all intents and purposes, for what we'll see today, I mean, there's one Rapuka left that I missed. Frick's sake, Emily, but it's fine. So you can see that there's even harpoons making it through at this stage. So it does actually make a big difference having sort of killable ships, as it were, in the formation. Except they're going for something that's just sane. RIP. So yeah, I think we are actually pretty much exactly, well, about a minute or two from where I paused the last time. So this is a bit of a video in it, so I will also link to the last part for obvious reasons, because it's actually, I do think it's actually an important one to look at. So let's ride the second missile in. Bear in mind as well, this does not take into account air power. The Russians have sort of got some air power, but not really. Ooh. Ooh. Dead. So yeah, I've got the chase is dinked for health. Stopped in the water, but dinked. Yeah, so he's taken one to the bridge, sorry, to the funnel apparently. But yes, this is obviously the landing ship. It's got guns on it, so it's, to be honest, so this has sort of visually aimed, effectively, weapons. The Rapuka, I'm just looking at it now actually, which is Polish for Toad, is a class of landing ships, built in Gdańsk. But in terms of weapons, you've got AK-257s, which are pretty much what we're looking at there. AK-176, which is a 76mm deck gun. Okay, we've not got that, and some rocket launchers, and some limited air defense. So yeah, the main difference between this, in terms of what the weapons we've used today, is this doesn't have a CIWS, which Rapuka does. So you know. See, where's the rocket launcher on this? So we've got the guns on the back, guns on the front. I can't see the rocket launchers that this thing that Wikipedia claims these things have. Might just not be on this version of the ship. So we'll close range again. So they're reorganizing and they're re-attacking. Boom, 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 boom. So we'll ride this SM6 and this will be the kill shot. Boom. So these things aren't particularly big. However, my argument is the SM6 doesn't have a particularly big warhead. But my argument would be that it doesn't need a big warhead. Let's say this thing weighs 3 tons. It hits the ship doing Mach 3. That's quite a bit of effectively just, if you hit something hard enough with a hammer, you will break it. Now, okay, we're talking some pretty impressive, thingies here. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you hit a warship with a big enough hammer, you will break it. And I think that's what this is designed to do. It's just brute force its way through things. That's, to be honest, the AK-630s on a Rapuka may have tried to engage that, but I don't think they would have actually achieved as much as we'd like to think they would. Samuel Chase got a little bit of health left, but we'll start to sink out now. You'll probably take one more shot before he's fully deaded. Arnie Burks are just launching 1 or 2 shots at a time, looking to see what the impact is. Now this will be really interesting. This is the same ship that was just attacked by a harpoon, by 2 harpoons. You remember the harpoon, that they both got shot down, not within a safe range of the ship, but still, within a range that, let's just say, there wasn't any real damage. Both of those hit home, and that is a dead No, that's the, yeah. It was a different group, different ship. I panicked myself there for a second. So they're closing up ranks now. Soon we'll probably get the Visby engaging and the two Perrys. The Perrys, don't remember what they have for. Well, they've got. I suppose they've got harpoons, but it's an arm launcher, so it's substantially slower. Sorry, I was having a stroke there. Right, you're going to see the depth. Wow, look at that. So this is now the Russian counter-offensive. This is one. This is the Karaka firing all its calibers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, pause. Karaka launches from VLS cells. Now look at the altitude. This guy's probably highest. 12,000 feet, 17,000 feet, 24,000, 27,000. Yeah. So 27,000 feet. So these get far too high to be competitive at the moment, let's just say. You can see they arc around and fly down towards the target. It's going nice and fast. Look at that, it's going through, barely just kissed 30,000 feet there, as it goes back downhill towards the target. Now, this gives air defence operators, first of all, plenty of time to see you coming, and also the ability to see you coming because he's so high up. Right, we are coming downhill towards the target now. So Caliber is thinking about it. There's a missile with his Caliber's face on it. Wow. There we go. So, completely counteracted because it's a VLS. This is where I think the Type 45 has a good idea. As you can see, the NSM launchers are at 45-degree angles, probably about 50-degree angles, looking at it there. Therefore, you launch the naval strike missiles, that they can effectively maybe go up for a couple of thousand feet, then come straight back down again. Right, where are we? We are closing again. So, like I say, that Karakut's fired everything. I think we'll soon see this Karakut. Well, there'll be quite a way into the formation before this Karakut actually engages, but we'll see. So, what we'll do, open up to 60 times. So, interestingly, the Type 45 has not fired any of its air defense missiles yet. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Just goes to show. So it's Samuel Chase making it up the formation. I think he's probably next most senior guy. So he's taking the charge. Whoa, a Caliber coming out against Type 45. Absolutely not having it. SM2, smack. Calibers, just smacking it with SM2s. So that Karakut is now... So you've got two Karakuts left that are hidden up in the formation. This guy is having a bad day at the office. This guy, absolutely unscathed. So I think this guy's probably going to, this will be a deck gun job to knock him out. But I'm not sure if we're seeing the Samuel Chase, which is completely stupendous to take charge, running up the formation because it's basically senior surviving ship. But yeah, also interestingly, we're smacking everything except this Karakut in the foreground. Look at that. So the rear Karakuts, Hermes are coming out. Boom. The chase is getting smacked. Wow. Absolutely mad. So now you can see, because we've not got the Rapukas sucking up rounds, easy money. And bear in mind, Rapuka, so that the one did survive. Is he firing in his defence? I think he is, not when SM6 comes in. So yeah. But wow, just wow. Hermes K coming out after this SM6. Again, this is basically a panseer shot. Whoa, look at that. Look at him bend it like Beckham. SM6 coming straight down. No hope. All the Hermes can do now is watch and then self-destruct itself out of shame. Rapuka is dead. Hermes K, they're basically they're being fired over him. So what? Obviously he's at sea level. This missile's now at 14,000 feet at 1,200 knots. This is at 3,600 knots at 29,000 feet. Basically, this guy sees and goes, shit, anti-ship missile, fires near enough vertically. And the Hermes doesn't have the legs to get there. Yeah, Hermes is flying that way. Hoping to intercept him when he'll probably actually have a chance of intercepting this next guy. To be honest, the only reason you deploy Rapukas in a situation like this would be to soak up missiles. Pretend there's something, you make them pretend to be something else, soak up the missiles. This guy hasn't even fired his missiles yet. Huh. What is that plume? Oh! Oh, damn! One shot, one kill! Hot damn. So I've just managed to turn that off my keyboard. So I can turn that back on. And then we'll go. Smack. Wow. He didn't have much of a chance at all, did he? Fire extinguishers as the ship sinks out. Absolutely crazy. There you go. So got harpoons being fired by the Tychos and SM6s. There's a chance we're going to have this Karakurt with expanded ammunition now. So let's have a look at him. He's on fire, but his pansiers are out of things. He's firing his deck gun. So I'm going to wait and see what happens to these harpoons. I think he's firing his deck gun at the harpoon. Harpoon ain't even after you, bro. Look at that Sea Whiz. Wow. That puts the range into perspective, doesn't it? This missile's for him, though. Missile's got your name on it. Pop-up attack. Ooh. So it just goes to show, harpoons, they are definitely out of fashion now. SM6, though, he can't touch that. Not with the Sea Whiz, right? Not with the Sea Whiz. Sorry, I'm just getting overly excitable at the prospect of plinking a hole in a Karakurt. He's... could be that one. So RBS-15s, we will track those in a moment. This SM6... could be, no, he's going for it. Wham! Karakurt nearly dead. There's my RBS-15s. So got two of them in the air. Going for that Molnir by the looks of things. This is what your Viggen fires. Except I think probably a modernised version of that, but yeah. So this is obviously the Visby's missiles. Transonic, but look at that, like, you wouldn't want to stand underneath. That's, you're talking getting your head cut, you know, you're talking like, wow. So what did he get shot by? He must have got, and he's going for the handy one. He's going for the, oh, this guy's got balls, man. No, he's not going for that. He's going for the Karakurt. My man got balls. Telling the Karakurt at the back, we know you're here. We ain't letting you get away with this. What's that Hermes after? Wait, what? Whoa. I don't think it's got a... Was it those harpoons it's taking on? Stand up. I'll just wait for that range. It's a range of break. That's a 10-mile shot at sea level. That's incredible. For comparison, and like an SA-10, which is obviously a very capable missile. Okay, I want that as a screenshot. If I think this will be the better angle. Snipping tool, please. Sorry, I'm just taking this screen. I wouldn't normally... This will be a good thumbnail. There's your thumbnail. Boom. 10mm shot at sea level from missiles at an absolutely incredible air defense thing. Okay, Harpoons probably can just finish this guy off at this point, or is he still defending himself? No, he's dead in the water. Harpoons just... The final humiliation. Boom. Yeah, he's dead. So, probably going to be at least one more missile hits him before he sinks, because you can see he's going to start sinking, but slowly. Look at that Greece ship, about to be dead. Boom. Pretty good. A last minute thumbnail there, but no. Okay, he's just sinking out now. So we've got Molnir here. Molnir has got its AK-630s, but they're on the rear and he's not turned, so he can't use them. So actually, head on is probably the best angle to attack this guy from. RBS-15 is coming straight at him now. I think Visby's been like, yeah, I'm not going to hit that Caracat. I've reminded him he's still in, we're still fighting him, but... No, he's going for the Caracat. There's the Molnir. Wow! What a maelstrom. We're avoiding the Vulca, which is interesting, and they're going for the biggest threats, which is obviously the Caracat at this point. That is the most... So basically, so far, checking notes here, we've basically annihilated the Russian fleet. And how many scratches are there on NATO warships paintwork? Doesn't look like there's any. This guy is... Don't know, I think this guy's recovering for fuel now. So he might get shot at by the Caracat in a moment. But I'm not sure the Caracat... Yeah, so that Molnir is dead now. Hermes K coming out. So Caracat will probably protect the Handy Wind quite well. Or just use it as a missile shield. Or, yeah, meat shield. So it's through the Handy Wind today. Boom. So Handy Wind is down on very low health. RBS-15's out again. SM-6 out. What's the SM-6 going for? SM-6 got a Hermes on it. Hermes... We could be about to see the first Hermes kill on S... Hang on, Hermes is going downhill. I think Hermes is out of shots here. Yeah, it's just raining down. So there's nothing there, so he's just missed now, that Hermes. So they'll get self-destructed in a second. Let's watch this thing sail in. This feels cruel. Smack. So the Russians have now lost their replenishment ship. There is one Russian ship versus all of that. Arguably, the Russian ship is in an okay position. He's not fired his calibers yet, and our fleet is the NATO fleet is currently probably fairly out of missiles. But even this guy's out with Sea Whiz, so wow, frankly. I mean, I've never ever seen one of the RBS-15s actually manage it, but you know. Let's just do 60 times fast forward. It's his deck gun being fired, I think. Like, just he fires the deck gun, like, and probably tries to hit you, like, make you hit a splash of water. Wait, is that his deck gun rounds I'm seeing going the other way? Because I didn't think they animated, but apparently they do. Who would have thunked it? Oh. What is, RBS 15 knocks him for half health. Wow, the last Russian ship is on fire. And not a scratch to the NATO fleet. So, let's just wait for him to get finished up at this point. What conclusions can we draw? So, I've used a thoroughly modernised NATO fleet. That is the strength of NATO, though. Every country can send effectively their best equipment, and therefore, NATO as a concept basically means you look at it and now Russia cannot possibly compete for military spending with basically the entirety of Europe and America, right? If it was just Europe or just Great Britain, just one country they were going against, like if it was the Russian Navy versus the Royal Navy, competitive at that point. I mean, arguably, I think the fact that the British have got air power that they can launch off a ship, not realistically at the moment. You've got to sort of bluff that a little bit, but the fact that the British have sort of got sorry, the fact that the British have sort of got that, yeah, sorry, anyway, I'm overanalyzing the next video, but there you go. So Karaka is down to red health now. Probably Type 45 is going to get him with a deck gun at the rate we're going at. Is he firing his deck gun yet? If so, what? If so, why? If not, why not? What is the range to target? Oh, come on. Actually, it's a lot longer than you think, because that's still 23 miles. But his formation was like 40 miles long. It was massive. So actually, they've covered about, it's been in the sim about the simulation's run for about 5 hours. So yeah. I'll wait for that range to close, and then I will just, if he's not finished off with a missile, I will just use the Type 45 step gun myself here. So let's do meters. 28 kilometers, so really need about 24 is about my gun's range. But what I'll do, I need to show myself how to lock a target. Is it enter? It is. For that character, ASHM, so let's elevate for 28k shot. Jesus. Okay, so we can only do 23k shots. So we'll close up on him. Okay. There we go. And what we'll do now is see where my rounds land. There'll be a travel time of like 20-30 seconds. Okay, Dad. Alright guys, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad I managed to finish that off with some actual shooting on my part. That was great fun. Thank you guys for watching. So overall, if the Black Sea Fleet went against NATO, they'd get wrecked. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.